air, water, earth, fire. You've heard the stories of avatars Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra. But it's time for new stories to be told. In every era, there are those who threaten the balance of the world, and those who seek to maintain it. With danger looming around every corner, what new stories await, and what heroes will rise to the challenge? Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Hero, the Roku era, our second campaign. I am your DM, Josh. I am joined once again by my friends Oz, Morgan, Cass, and unfortunately, Megan could not join us again this time. They are stuck at work, unfortunately for them.
They're working late at the glue factory.
I guess we're carrying that on. Did I keep that into the
Did
last
I say glue factory last time?
You did, but I don't remember if I kept it in or not.
Well,
we'll find out.
Lore now.
Yeah, it's in there now. Anyway, if you are not caught up with us for some weird reason and starting here, you can either head back to our previous episodes, or our good friend Cass has volunteered to give us a recap right now as to what last happened on Legacy of Heroes.
Okay, so I don't remember actually.
Why did you volunteer?
I thought I did. Hold on, I got it.
You want me to lead you in again, or just keep going?
Start the episode over.
No, we got this. So we're at a place. I think it's Starterra. We left that place to go to the Southern Air Temple. Somewhere. Yes, it was.
It's one of the air temples, but it's not the southern one because that's on the other side.
Okay, it's a air temple. Technicalities. Anyway, it's an air place. We went there to go talk to some lady. I think it was the princess about helping the orphans, and like she says some stuff about stuff that we need to do, and then Kieran has this whole thing where she's like, I don't want to be here because of my past, and then Rorik is a fantastic stand-up comedian, and that's all I remember.
Wonderful. Well, last time, finishing off where Cass left off, you headed back to Starterra, where you find that it seems to be abandoned and an army is slowly approaching. It's not fast approaching, it's just on the horizon coming down towards Starterra. And since Megan's not here, that means you drop Zay off at Starterra as the three of you, Kianren, Enya, and Rorik, head off to stop, interfere with, talk to the army that's coming.
Seduce them.
No, seduce them.
We are not fucking the whole army.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, so you take off on Bison after dropping Zay off at the orphanage, and attempt to get to the army on foot. They're traveling on foot, so it's going to take them a lot longer than it is to take you on a Sky Bison to catch up, to get to and from their distance. So on foot, they're about like a day away from Starterra, having to camp, stop, all that. On Bison, it's pretty fast. You're good to go because it's full clear skies, airbending. As you approach, do you want to approach directly onto the force, or do you want to come around side? How do you want to approach it?
Directly.
I was gonna say, what can we see from here?
You can see that it's a battalion of soldiers that's about 40-ish people plus two who seem to be farther back, sort of in a more strategic leader like
And
position. So it's 40 just regular soldiers and then 2 who seem to be of higher rank.
So are they
anybody
currently
recognize?
battle ready, currently marching, or like camping out?
They're currently marching, but they seem to be getting ready to stop to camp and then march again.
And anybody recognizable?
Not from your distance.
Wah. Okay.
Gotta think
You
about
said they were.
F-
You said they were setting up for camp.
No, not
They're still
yet.
marching.
They're still marching currently, but they're getting. It sounds like they're going to be getting ready to set up camp soonish. So
Can't we
there's like a clearing that they're going to get to and then set up and then.
and set it up? Okay. Can we like wait for them to set up camp
Yes.
and then wait till they're asleep and we can ambush them?
Hold on.
Sneaky.
Okay, no. Hold on. 3 to 42 odds is not good.
They're sleeping. We can tie up the leaders. We can interrogate them
Okay.
far away.
Okay.
Can't find us.
What if we try talking first?
We could talk to them after we secure them.
Does it seem like they're going to stop for the night or just for a rest?
Stop for the night. And not to sway decisions here, but technically speaking, Cass's decision is the most, or suggestion is the most in line with the universe of Avatar. It seems to be like, because they've tried to do that before in Avatar. Not to sway your decision or anything, but like, it's a fairly logical one for the world.
Sure, but if it goes sideways, and knowing us, it's gonna go sideways, 50-50.
You know what? I think we got this. You just
They
gotta
outnumber us
believe.
14-1.
I can accept those odds.
Okay, we'll wait for them to set up camp. We'll take the leaders hostage far away from the rest of the camp.
You can't sit here and tell me that I'm wrong.
Hear me out. Sky interrogation. We take them on bison, and we go up high, and we say, "Tell us what we want to know, or we drop you."
I mean, I'm down.
Okay, I guess we wait for them to set up camp and go to bed. Morgan, do you have any?
I mean, I'm intrigued by the sky idea, but I'm also afraid of what the outcome of that is, and in fact, they could also push us
The
off.
outcome is flat. Thank you for asking.
I mean, they could also. I also feel like we should trick the other soldiers into thinking that the leaders went somewhere else far away from Starterra.
Like forge a letter.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say we could forge a missive from the Fire Lord, being like, "Hey, don't."
That's it. It just says, "Hey, don't."
You know, in fancy Fire Lord speak.
Hey,
Well,
don't.
Not what I meant, but perfect.
so anyway, we're waiting for them to fall asleep.
Can we like spy on them while we wait?
Yeah, how often does anyone spy? Oh,
All
one
the
of
time.
you is really good at it.
Hello.
Yeah, one of you is really good at it. So Inren and Rorik give me rolls for Ashen to push your luck, and then Enya roll to rely on your skills and training. Roll to focus.
Fantastic.
I just realized I haven't tested these dice today. I
Oh.
did not prepare for this session at all.
That's
You know,
an
last
11.
session you forgot dice.
Listen, I was in a different location. We don't have to
I got
talk about it.
10.
Mm-mm.
No.
Let's
Kienren.
see. I have a +1 to passion,
Mhm.
which brings my total score up to a 3.
Ah. So
So we
Kienren,
have a 10. Sorry,
you're
good.
Kienren, you're busy trying to navigate Bison in a silent way. As night, are you? I'll just say you're spying on them in general.
I think
Rorik,
Kenrin is just 1,000 yard staring and not absorbing information.
no, better yet, I'm gonna say you hear a howl on the wind and you immediately go wolf spirit. Focus in on that.
Nope,
Miss
that's so
everything
fair.
else.
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
So then Enya and Rorik, while you're looking at this force, you can see that it's definitely a group of soldiers that aren't like new to this. They've probably been in combat before. They're definitely like a very chosen group of people. The two in charge, one is an older middle-aged man, and the other is a slightly younger woman.
Good
They
job.
what?
You know what I'm gonna ask?
Yeah, Enya knows both of them. Rorik, you know nobody here. Uh, and they look like they definitely trying to think of what you can figure out from just spying. Um, you can see that they have a stylized fire emblem symbol, so it's not one that's related to the Fire Lord nor the Fire Nation itself. Technically, it seems to be like a weird offshoot thing that they made themselves. Um, Other than that, you hear that they're planning on getting to Starterra by the next day, and then sort of like surrounding it essentially and making a siege.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Just that last bit.
Their plan is to get to Starterra on the next day, and then essentially surrounding it to form like a siege.
Okay.
So at the moment, they're not necessarily trying to wipe out Starterra. They're just trying to starve out the people in it until agreements can be.
Wait, didn't we find out that it was abandoned?
Uh, when you were flying over, it seemed to be abandoned. So Zay jumped off to find out what was going on, and the three of you went ahead to intercept the army. And
So
or
it
do other
might,
things.
so it might not be abandoned. Okay.
I don't know, Zay. Megan appears.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Well, I feel like cursing is definitely canon in this, right?
Yes.
Meaning like it's canon in this world.
Kenrin says fuck.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I think the last two seasons of Korra, somewhere in there, they swore at some point because there was more liberties, ratings wise.
Cool. Enya is gonna say underneath her breath, shit. I don't know if anybody hears that.
I guess that's up to everyone else.
Rorik senses it.
Kenrin does not hear it. Kenrin is looking at that owl.
So technically speaking, nobody hears it, but Rourke just senses that you've said it.
Okay. Kenrin doesn't know what's going on. Would anyone like to fill Kenrin in?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Oz has an idea, but Kienren can't have the idea until Kienren knows. So you fill Kienren in? Great. Okay. Rorik, you seem... I don't want to say excited to potentially torture people. But you seem the most invested in this particular strategy. I'm not really interested in unnecessary cruelty. So I could probably get to Starterra and back the fastest on my glider. And I could relay back if it is what Zay has found, any important documents, secrets, the status of its abandonment. And you two can take Bison and do the whole interrogation torture thing. Do you want to hurt these people, Rorik?
No, but we gotta save the children. So by
Okay,
any means
great.
possible.
That is what I needed to hear. Thank you.
Of course. Sounds like a plan. He spits in his
Kienren.
hand and
What?
holds it out to Kienren.
Kienren looks at it, looks back up at Rorik, turns around and walks away to get a running start to take off.
Don't worry. One day. One
I
day
look
Kienren
at-
will
This
trust
is
me.
probably a step up from shouting absolutely not.
It is. It also paints a really sad scene.
Perfect.
Of Rorik just standing out there, and one day.
One little drip comes off.
One day,
Yeah,
looking
Rorik
off
is
at
not hurt. Rorik is hurt a little bit, but he is a man, so he tries to hide it.
Oh my god.
He has to suppress his emotions because it's not manly to share them.
Mansplainer represses his emotions.
Do I see that Rorik is upset?
up to you.
I kind of want to see this
All right.
because I'm assuming that I'm seeing what the fuck's going on over here.
I mean, yeah, Cameron just said that they were going to take off back to Starterra.
Okay. Hey, Rorik, you doing okay?
Living the dream.
Yeah, that's what people say when they're not doing okay. So listen here. I know that this is kind of a tough situation right now, isn't it? We're up against a huge army, and it's a little scary, isn't it?
I've seen worse.
You've seen worse.
Anyway, we should talk about our strategy and how we should go about this. We have Bison, so
Yeah.
And then first we need to figure out which one's the leader, where they're going to set up camp. We're going to have to position ourselves in a place where we can easily access that person. Someone's going to have to be with Bison, and we have to coordinate a moment once they're asleep. Once we have our inn, we can get them and get out as quickly as possible without being noticed. And if we need to lay down anything to indicate that to eliminate any suspicion or anything as to the whereabouts of this person, then we must leave like a note or something. We can do that, or I think this plan will work. Any questions?
It's just that one Charlie Day meme of the board from.
See, I was feeling more letting out those repressed emotions.
That's what I was feeling. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. We're gonna put a cap right now on. We're gonna put a cap right now on how we're feeling, and because that was a lot. And if you need someone to talk to later on, I'm here. I feel like Enya's also not really good at emotions. Enya does not know how to comfort. Because of insert background over here.
Faye is easily the most emotionally intelligent of the group.
Yep.
They're not here.
Romp. Anyway, I might have some information that might help us to pick out who the leader is.
Care to share?
So, I feel like Enya's trying to scoot around it, but feels like she has to say something or else it's not gonna be helpful to everyone, I guess. And I'm trying to figure out the best way of saying this. So like, I feel like because of the situation that we're in right now, I feel like Enya probably wants to say, doesn't want to give up too much information away, but wants to at least help. So I feel like she's going to tell Rorik that she knows who the leader is, but doesn't describe how she knows who the leader is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. As long as we know who the leader is, I don't care who he is. As long as we get the information from her.
Cool. I feel like also Enya is the persona, the meme of Peel with the sweat coming down his face.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. So I guess now what do we do? I guess we need to forge some sort of letter, right?
Yes, if we need it.
Okay. I'll forge the letter since I am aware of who the leader is and I'm not gonna yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
Like do I know his handwriting? I assume.
Yeah, you should. You've also seen his handwriting and then burned it up. So
Correct.
I would say roll with. Let's go with. Oh, creativity, trick an NPC. There we go.
Okay. Ooh, no. That's a total of 4.
All right.
Been
You
a
make
while.
the letter. It doesn't look correct. It's kind of like the whole Sokka sending a letter to Katara from Toph.
I'm just gonna burn the letter, because that's obviously not gonna work.
All right.
Okay. I say under my breath. It's been a while since I've seen that handwriting. Okay. Rorik, do you wanna try writing the letter? Cause I'm having a hard time.
Oh, absolutely.
Rourke pulls out like a feather pen.
Pull out the highest quality pen.
Is forging things one of your bad habits?
What? What?
Is forging things one of your bad habits?
No.
Oh, sad day. Alright, well, roll with creativity for trick.
But vandalism and sabotage is
This feels pretty sabotagey.
It does.
Wait, what am I rolling for?
Creativity for trick.
Oh, I see. Okay. I got a 7.
It's better than me.
And what is your letter essentially saying? And who's your letter to? I just remembered.
To whom it may concern.
Okay.
I don't know. Who am I supposed to write this letter to?
Broad spectrum. That works though. I mean it works.
Okay, so you write your letter. What does it say?
Don't. I'm kidding. I really don't know. The letter says, I'll be back. Don't look for me. I need some alone time.
All
With
right.
love.
All right.
Fire person.
Okay, you got the letter ready to go then?
Yep.
Ready. So that's one step of your plan done.
Lit. What? Oh my
Heck.
god.
All right. So what would you like to do now? To do the next steps?
We should probably feed bison so that they're that that bison's good to go and strong and ready for
Okay.
this flight interrogation.
Okay.
You don't have to panic about Bison's pronouns.
Too late. It happened.
Bison's pronouns are obviously by son.
So also, does Rourke know how to fly bison?
I was
Or does
about.
Enya know how to fly bison?
We're gonna find out.
Beautifully. No, I don't think anyone except for Kienren has flown bison.
We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
I was so waiting for someone to ask.
Well, I did, and we'll figure it out.
It did cross my mind. I feel like it crosses Kienren's mind
As you're
as
gliding.
they're like in the sky, just like, wait, you know how to fly bison? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I think the closest
figure it
would
out.
be Zay. Zay would probably be the closest to being able to fly bison.
For sure. And guess who's not here?
Yeah.
Rourke has been all over the place, so he might be able to
Yeah,
figure it
might have
out.
picked it out. Yeah. All right.
Well traveled.
We'll let the dice decide.
All right.
Oh, boy.
So
Fine.
ready to execute. Part. Okay. So bison gets fed.
Oh, next step. Next step, Morgan.
I mean we have to
Wait.
wait them out, right? Till they fall
So-
asleep.
Well, we're gonna
So
say
we're-
that time goes by to where it is nighttime now. So we've
Okay.
got the letter ready. Bison's fed, ready to go.
During that time, Rourke and Enya play Uno.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Okay, so where
guess-
does it go?
Just for my fun, both of you roll 2d6.
Oh jeez.
All
right.
Let's add harmony to it.
Not
Hey.
fucking harmony.
That's a 10, baby.
Well, it was an 8 and now it's a 7.
So in this game of Uno, Enya wins, and Rourke, you take 1 fatigue from losing. Just the stress of Uno.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll take the fatigue.
Rourke's just mad that they lost.
Rourke is very upset. but he's a gentleman.
Rourke is gritting his fucking teeth.
And
He
you,
is, but
and
he's gonna brush it off.
Enya's been like playing Uno. I wait. Has Uno been canon for a while?
Yeah, I mean, you guys
I
created
assume-
it back in Kyoshi era, so yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
It's been around
Hundreds of years.
Yeah,
I
200 plus.
feel like Enya, that was part of Enya's training is at least with no, I feel like Enya probably played Uno with a certain person that we're not gonna mention here.
Too many people for you to say that, so where I'm not sure who you're talking about. But all right, anyway.
To rubber.
Oh, I see.
To
Okay, anyway.
my rubber.
Anywho, so you finish your game of Uno. It's nighttime. Start with a kidnapping, I guess. How do you are you entering through with Bison?
See, I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. So I think no. We'll have to take him hostage some other way.
I feel like we could put Bison a little not too close to them, but close enough that we could hide him and be able to get to him really quickly without disturbing the camp.
Okay.
And then
Mm-hmm.
I want to go for probably a horrible idea, but I want to go for the guy.
Well, first, both of you roll with focus, relying on skills and training to sneak around their encampment. Really?
Okay, that wasn't bad. That's a 9.
With what?
Focus.
Focus?
It's
I
not
got
great.
11.
11? Okay. Rourke's gonna be undetectable, like last time. Enya, someone might
Great.
hear you.
Oh no.
Great. Fantastic.
Who knows? They have some guards stationed, but like you could probably get past them. Someone might hear you at some point, though.
I have a way of getting around it. Okay.
All right. So you both go into their camp setup. They have like 2 guards stationed at either entrance of the road, but no one along the woods. So you go in through the woods, and work your way to figuring out where what each tent is holding and such. You do eventually figure out where the 2 general looking people were. Are you together looking, or are you separate?
I mean, it depends on how we're taking this person. Because like who's gonna be able to carry or take this whole man?
I feel like
Can't strong, manly Rorik handle it?
He could, however, teamwork, collaboration.
Okay.
I mean, I also know the background of this guy, and know that he is very excellent at being the leader that he is. And I feel like I don't know.
I think
I'm a
we could,
little. Good.
I think we could enter separately, but find a way to meet up so that if something goes sideways, one of us can have an out
Hmm.
to fix it or save the other person.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So you split up and have a meeting spot essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Did you want to establish a signal of some sort?
What you thinking?
Well, every time I hear signals, you know what I go like I think of. You know what I
Go for
think
it.
of.
Don't you fucking
for it.
dare.
Go for it.
Don't.
Where is it?
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't.
Do it.
Not.
I don't remember what it was.
I'm sure
Morgan, do you
Morgan
remember?
remembers.
Hold on. Where did I put it?
I had it, but
I
then I
don't-
second guessed myself.
do
Now I
you-
don't know.
How do you need to write this down? We referenced it a handful of sessions ago.
I know, but like I've slept since then.
There.
It's not the call, is it?
It is Kakal.
Caca!
Okay.
Caca! That's what I thought, but I was like, anxiety. Anxiety.
Caw.
We're never playing this game again.
Ah, the
This is the
zoo.
last session.
Caca!
Last session. We're not doing any more eras after this. Who cares about 100 Years War, Aang, and Korra? We've seen those shows. Anyway. Okay, so you all split off. Two of you split off. You have your signal. Rourke, the first hint you... Oh, no, because you both... Okay, so you know where you're going. Rourke, did you want to, like... enter the middle-aged man's tent or the younger woman's tent? Younger is still fairly middle-aged, but younger than the man.
God, you have to word it so weird.
Well, you gotta pick one of the 2-liter tents to enter.
Guess I'm going into the middle-aged man's tent.
All
Because
right.
it'd be weird if Rourke went into the young woman's tent. Besides, I don't want Enya going into a middle-aged man's tent.
Looking out for your friend,
where I
eh?
want to
Yeah.
go. It's fine.
There you go.
All right.
Good cover.
Rourke, you enter the tent. You find that it's oddly empty.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
like-
it had a light on. There's like a candle burning, so it seemed like someone would have been there, but it's fully empty. There are some books. There's the very like militaristic cot. There is some papers and like a portable desk situation. But there's no one in the.
Is there
I
anything
feel like-
valuable?
Yeah, there's like a whole lot of money. Because general salary.
I'm pocketing that.
All
Can I
right.
go through the books and stuff?
Yeah, it's a lot of war tactics, strategies, histories of the world kind of thing. A lot of like military based books.
Cool.
Roll with. Because you're snooping around, it's usually do. Roll with focus. Relying on skill and training.
Sorry, 7.
7. Okay. You see, one of the books isn't a militaristic book. It is something more along the lines of like not necessarily a personal journal, but like a family history type of what are those called? The books that are like the whole history of the family type of deal. You know what I'm talking about? Or like one
Yeah.
person chronicles. What are those called?
The only thing that's coming to mind is Family Tree for me, but that doesn't make sense.
It's like a chronicle of like this was the first person in the family. They like write a chapter, and then the next chapter is the next person and was head of the family, and so on, just detailing stuff. That's what I forgot what they're called, but it's one of those books. It's like a family history book.
Can I look at it?
Yeah, you unfortunately the 7 means that you don't recognize anything inside of it. You just have this family history book. There's no piecing things together right now with it. You just know that it's there, and it seems to be his personal family history. Yes, Oz.
Is it genealogy book?
That sounds right. That sounds the most close to what I was thinking. Yeah. You find that, but yeah, looking through it, like doing a quick peruse, you don't recognize anything other than maybe the general himself.
Cool. I guess I leave.
You head out. We go back over to Enya, who's entering the other tent. As you open it up, you are immediately hit with just a terrible smell of like not rotting meat, but like just meat that's been like left out and should have been cooked but was not, kind of deal. You know what that
Is
smells like,
there?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I see right now?
Entering, it is yet again just kind of like a militaristic cot. There's some books. There's a lot of papers. The smell is coming from like under the bed.
That's terrifying. A minute.
You in your tent, there's also nobody, but you can hear footsteps approaching said tent. So whoever's in there is like coming back to the.
Well, fuck. I guess I gotta go underneath the smelly bed.
You
Ew.
find a bunch of meat that should have been cooked, but is not totally rotten yet, but is just bad smelling.
Can I tell what the meat is?
It's just animals.
Oh, joy. All right,
It's
I'm
most
gonna hide
likely
myself.
it's most likely food for a pet.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna hide myself in the meat, but still be able to like kind of see out from underneath the bed without the people looking under, like, unless they like dig through the meat in order to find me.
Okay. You get underneath, covered in meat. That smell's gonna stick with you for a while.
It's fine.
Oh yes.
It's fine.
As you do, you are able to sort of peek out and entering the tent in a slightly military garb, slightly not, it's like a half and half, is you recognize as your older sister, Luxana.
Yep, that bitch. Okay.
And
Uh,
behind her is a, not big, but it's big enough for at least her to ride, is a young like Shearshoe beast.
all right. Do I know that she has this?
It's new to you. You didn't know that she had one, but it has walked into the tent with her.
Okay. So like I never knew that she had one. Okay.
Yeah. So this is probably something that she was given more recently to when you left.
Great. Explain to me because I don't remember what that is.
The Shearshoe
What
is that thing that is used to track. It's four
The
legs.
hot bounty hunter lady with the whip rides it. June.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's got a tongue. And
It's this big sniffy boy.
yeah, it's the sniffy boy.
And
furry.
I want one so bad.
You have a sky bison.
Oz wants one.
Oh, I see. Oz wants one.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna be as quiet and still as I possibly can.
Okay. It's all you really hear is her make a lot of like, pet owner noises to the Shearshoe beast, and then eventually just like gets on the cot, falls asleep. Shearshoe beast falls asleep.
Josh,
I feel
please
like
perform pet owner noises for me. You've owned a pet.
Who's a good Shearshoe? Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. I should name the Shearshoe now that I think about it. I just wrote down Shearshoe.
Why not? Why shouldn't you name it, Josh?
I just wrote down Shearshoe. I didn't write down a name for the Shearshoe. I should probably
Okay, should. I misheard that you shouldn't.
Oh.
Don't scare me. We're not killing the sheer shoe.
What should the sheer shoe's name be? What would be? Oh,
God.
that'd be me.
What do you mean it would be mean?
Wait, hold on. Is it one of the names over here? Generic ones? Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay. That'll work for both. Just oh, good Kaio, good Kaio. Do you want some food? Want some food? And then she like reaches in, misses you, grabs some of the meat, throws it to
Okay.
East.
I'm still hidden, right?
Yes, you are technically still hidden.
And I'm obviously aware of how a sheer shoe behaves, right?
Yep.
Um.
Of course, she falls asleep.
Can I see where Caillou is?
Caillou is sleeping off in a corner of the tent.
So hypothetically, if I tried to shimmy out without making as less noise as possible.
You could probably do it, yeah.
Okay.
Roll with, we'll say passion. This is a very risky situation.
Fantastic. I just bumped that right up.
Yes.
And a good thing I did, because gosh darn dang. Alright, that's a 7.
All right, you shimmy your way out, and as you're leaving, the sheer shoe wakes up.
Shit.
Like as you're exiting the tent.
Okay.
So no one sees you, but the sheer shoe beast is now awake again.
Well, of course it is. Does it have my, well, now I smell like dead meat.
You smell like a food, actually.
Oh no, it's gonna come after me. No. I gotta go take a bath. Is there, and I'm probably aware that I probably smell like it's food. I'm gonna go over to the nearest patch of dirt and just rub a bunch of it on me to get that smell out as best as I can.
Okay, as
I
you're
guess.
doing that, Rourke walks up to an Enya who is just rubbing dirt all over herself.
He just like looks away, like he shouldn't be seeing this, but like just like okay, like we do you, boo.
Can you smell the dead meat?
It's a fairly powerful stench, so yeah.
He's just
Great.
like,
I'm
what
whispering.
did you
because-
do?
Listen, there was some dead meat underneath the bed because she had a sheer shoe. And now I'm trying to get the smell off so it doesn't come after me.
I
I
see.
love the phrase dead meat. Because the only other way to put it, alive meat, would be to name the animal.
Aren't we all, when you get down to it, alive meat?
Yes.
Hate it here.
We're all just meat, Josh.
Hate it here.
We're meat waiting to be butchered.
Anyway,
And the called life.
so as Enya fills Rourke in, and Rourke, I assume, fills Enya in. Did you take anything other than the money from the tent? Oh, okay. As you're doing that, you hear footsteps of one, the Shirshu, and somebody opening their tent flap as the Shirshu is walking out.
Hide!
Roll with focus. You're both really good at hiding too.
Hell yeah. Hiding my emotions.
Oh no. No, no, no. I got a 5.
Wow, the dice really want to be thematically appropriate.
Yep. You're going in the penalty box. You were so great, and then now you're in the penalty box.
I got an 8.
8. Oh, Rourke, you're slightly impeded by Enya in terms of getting to hide. But you are able to get hidden in a term of like you're nearby Enya and you can't be seen, but you're very much like if Enya gets caught, you get caught. Probably.
Terrible.
But you are pretty
Right.
much able to hide.
Okay. Cool.
As Enya is attempting to hide and the she beast is walking around. Did you ever drop that? No, you didn't because you didn't find the dude. You see coming out of the wooded area is the middle-aged general.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over at the Shiroshu beast. Did you find something? And he starts to walk over. Very clearly looks up. Looking at Enya. I see you've gotten my letters.
I have, Father.
Oh, shit.
Immediately cut
We
to
cut to Scoots at the South Pole.
Yeah. Cut to the Southern Water Tribe, South Pole, where we see Scoots with another small. I was gonna do it anyway, so it's fine. It's a nice commercial moment, you know.
Mm-hmm. It was mic drop and then.
Mad as hell.
So we cut to the South Pole where we see Scoots and his penguin otter partner. I don't think we've named.
No.
As they are like doing yes.
Can I name?
Sure. Any objections?
What's the name?
Scoops.
I'm in. Sold.
Scoots and Scoops. No, just help. Get down. Alright, well, Scoots and Scoops are on their stomach, gliding down and like two opposite ice hills, and they're like meeting in the middle. Kiss, slide back, turn, meet, kiss, slide back. They're just doing that the whole time. And then we come back.
From a physics standpoint, there's no way this would work, but they're in love.
It could work if they go down and on the meet
They're
turn.
going so fast. They're gonna smack.
Anyway, we come back in whoosh, right after Anya's revelation of Father. Rourke, are you reacting at all from your hiding spot?
Oh, he is. He's like reacting to it like someone would a TV show, but like to himself. Like exactly how I reacted. Oh shit. It's what he did.
So out
Please
loud.
say you don't say that out loud.
I say it in a whisper to myself.
Hold on, go close. Okay. And then as okay, so So, what are you doing here instead of where I originally suggested? Better late than never, of course.
You always did like punctuality, Father. I have come. I'm trying to think of a good why around this. This is Morgan saying this, not Enya. Because I don't want to give way to Rorik being behind me. I want Dad to think that it's just me. Okay. You know how that the training ground makes me feel. So, and I didn't necessarily want to bump into you.
Okay, roll for trick. Because you're specifically trying to not get Rourke caught.
Trick is with focus?
Creativity.
Creativity. Better than last time. I guess that's a 7.
Overcommit.
It's like overcommit.
Overcommit, stumble, or foolish, or act foolish.
I feel like it would be better to have him overcommit and believe that it's that because I'm trying to hide Rourke.
Okay. Yes, well. You always did have your mother's proclivities for your training. So what? Now I have you returned this moment.
Say that again. You kind of cut off.
Oh, sorry. Why now have you returned?
I've come to negotiate with you.
Negotiate over what?
You're heading to Star Terra, right?
Yes. Place you should have been many years ago.
I scoff. Well, I still think that it's not worth going there. I mean, consider all those children that are there. They're just kids, Dad.
And consider what it means for the Fire Nation. Kids are allowed to stay.
So you always did care about your nation more than you cared about morality. And that's why I'm not like you, Dad.
Yes, well, we see where your morality has gotten you, haven't we?
At least I healed from my scarring. But I'm not here to bicker with you. I'm here to try and negotiate, as I said.
Have you really healed? What about your friends you think I don't know about? Do you tell them anything about your past? What about
Leave my
those
friends
children?
out of this. Leave my friends out of this. They're
As you say, leave my friends out of this. Luxana, Rourke, you feel a hand go over your mouth, and you are dragged out as Luxana has gotten behind you and pulls you out.
Do it, and I clearly see this, right?
I'm gonna say since Rourke's technically sort of behindish you. Yeah, you see as she sort of comes from behind you with Rourke.
Okay, I immediately like get a fireball on my hand. I know it's not going to do anything, but I still want to like.
Gosh, buy me a drink first.
You can't keep fucking people's siblings. You can't keep doing this.
Listen, Luxana, let me tell you, Luxana is a bitch. And unfortunately she's already married, so
Marriages end.
Surprise! It's part of Rourke's specs. I'm just kidding.
Oh!
What a twist that would have been if unknown to anyone.
Yeah. Plus,
Cartoon
he's
action.
being.
So yeah, Rourke, you're dragged out, and essentially used as a human shield.
My favorite position. Sorry, didn't hear
Thank you for watching Avatar: Legends: Legacy of Heroes Arc 2: The Roku Trip. Hit the like button down below. For more content, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications.
I wonder how many times I can
out-
just take Oz's preemptive trying to end the sessions into one thing. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, what do you do that you want to negotiate?
I know your feelings on wanting to keep the Fire Nation as the Fire Nation and not wanting any outside influence. However, the children do not need to be involved. How about instead of trying to murder them, you can let them go back to their home?
Who said anything about trying?
What do you mean?
You seem to have forgotten something. And your friend there obviously wasn't paying for snooping stuff.
Now, excuse me. Sorry that your stuff wasn't that interesting.
He pulls out the genealogy book, opens it up, opens it to a very specific page and shows it to just Rourke. Rourke, you see that there is a picture of what looks like a younger version of him, someone who appears to be his wife, and 4 kids. One boy, 3 girls. 2 of the girls you recognize, one being a younger Enya and one being a younger version of Luxana, who currently has you held captive.
Great.
How do you know? You seem to have forgotten that there was another member of the family. Might have already finished what you were supposed to have.
You didn't. You wouldn't stoop that low.
I do what I have to after 2 of my children gone.
Um, I guess I know. I guess I don't necessarily know if he's lying or not. I really hope he's lying, but I feel like that's a no. Um,
Josh, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
How tall is she?
How tall is Luxana?
Yeah.
Fairly tall. She's maybe an inch shorter than you.
Hmm. Okay. Cause like, can I get out of her grip somehow?
I mean, at this point, she's probably loosened her grip and sort of let you go, and you're just kind of standing there after the whole showing picture thing.
Okay. Lit.
I mean, someone had to keep tabs on you. Eventually, you came back to Starterra.
I feel like at this point, Enya is so pissed. Um, I kind of feel like Enya wants to do something that's gonna hurt him, but not necessarily kill him at this point, because I feel like it's a complexity thing of that's still my dad, but like I want to fucking hurt him because he's a monster.
Okay.
I don't know. Can I? Because I have my dagger in my hand, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Well, it's.
It's on my
Yeah,
thigh.
you could have pulled it out at some point. Yeah.
Could I be holding it in my hand and make it like burning hot,
Sure.
like super duper fucking hot?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming I have pretty good knife skills. I mean, I know this is probably not going to do anything because he's really good too. But is there a way that I can catch him off guard? Maybe.
Catching him off guard is gonna be out of the question because he can fully see you.
Damn.
But if you wanted to try and attack him, either roll with. Let's roll with passion. Yeah, so for push your luck, because it's technically right now a 2-on-2 situation, but with the disadvantage of Rourke not having a whole lot of water nearby to be able to help.
Okay.
If
And
this
I'm
turns into like
totally
a
okay.
if this turns into like a combat situation,
And
so this is
I'm
just you trying to get the knife out before anyone stops you. Yes.
Never mind.
Okay.
Actually, no.
is
Can I pull water from the ground?
That's a fairly advanced.
There was mud because I was trying to cover myself with mud.
Yeah, it's a very advanced technique. Also, mud can mean a lot of things. But it's a fairly advanced technique. It would take a lot of time, but technically you have all that time within all this monologuing and talking between the two of them. Uh, roll with passion. So that one, no one is noticing you because waterbending does take a lot of movement. And two, to be able to get the moisture from the ground without anyone realizing what's happening.
Okay.
And I could possibly help with trying to stall so you have extra time.
I got a 9.
Oh, yeah, you're able to get enough to like, if combat of some sort happens, you're ready to go. You don't have like a whole lot to like create a tidal wave or anything, but you have enough for any basic move type of waterbending you want to do.
Cool.
Um, I feel like I want to stall him enough so I can try to catch him off guard without having to go straight into combat. Because I know that Enya is aware of his ability skills and knows that if she goes straight into combat, it's not going to help.
So your options really, because there's no really way to hurt him without him seeing it coming. That was the problem.
Yeah, I mean, like I guess what I'm trying to do is trying to get out of this situation because we are aware now that Sartera has already been. That's just depressing. Okay, we already know that Sartera has been attacked from his words, so I want us to get out of there because I know we are too far surrounded and trying to get back to Zay and back to Kianren and then inform them of what's going on. Because at this point, Rorik already knows who I am, so I might as well. Like, I gotta let the cat out of the bag for everyone now. As much as I don't necessarily want to do it for Zay. But I also don't want us to stay in this situation, because if we continue to stay in this situation, we could probably, at least Rorik will get honestly hurt. I think that my dad would torture me until I'm, under his thumb again. But I feel like he would use Rorik in order to do that. So I want to get us out of that situation.
Okay. So then for an exit strategy, let's say, yeah, we'll roll with passion again for pushing your luck in a risky situation.
I was gonna say, is there like a way that I could do a distraction, maybe? To get like maybe the Shearshu to go after something, and then causing everybody else to kind of.
I mean, it would all fall within pushing your luck right now.
Okay. So I got a 10.
Okay. Yeah. You can sort of. How do you want to leave the situation?
Quickly.
Sorry. How far away is Bison?
Bison's still in the woods area.
Distant.
Distance wise, you could probably a few meters away, depending on. Well, if you're like I'm gonna say like in the center of the camp, half a football field.
Is there?
That's way more than a few meters. But it makes more
Josh.
sense. It makes more sense.
Josh, is there a way for me to get Rorik out of there, even if it means that I will have to stay?
I mean, technically, yeah, but because of the high roll, you can get both of you out of there just fine.
Okay.
At least out of the immediate danger, yeah.
Okay. Then I want to do something where I can like cause some sort of distraction or like explosion somewhere in the camp that draws everybody's attention. And I don't think Enya was smart enough to grab like a piece of meat to try and trick the Shearshu.
No, you didn't. You haven't grabbed anything. You don't have any sort of explosives. It's as far as you know as well. There's just the four guards, sort of two on each side of the road, and then your sister and your dad. No one else is awake at this moment. They haven't, for whatever reason, they haven't called any buddy awake or anything. Which you can find as suspicious as you'd like.
Very suspicious.
Really, you just have to. It's just whatever you would like to do to get away from those two. So you could throw your dagger and then book it.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was debating actually, because I feel like, how much training has Lixana had?
I mean, she's older than you, and she stuck around much longer, so years ahead of yours.
Like, did she have as much training as I have had?
Not in your specific area, but I mean, or in general, yes.
Okay. So hypothetically, if I tried throwing the dagger at her, because I don't really like her.
I mean, you can.
I feel like we've had a horrible relationship from the very beginning.
Throwing it at her would be throwing it towards Rorik, though.
Oh shit!
Right.
No. No.
How else is Cass gonna get the enemies to lovers storyline?
Ha! Ha! No. Is there a way to like throw it at my dad's face to at least harm?
I mean,
or like my other thought would be either throw it at his face or stab him in the back with it somehow.
Well, you're not gonna get close enough to him to stab. So yeah, if you just throw it towards his face, that'll give you enough time to book with Rourke.
And I want to make sure that it's fucking hot, like burning, blazing, fucking
Okay.
hot.
You essentially get your dagger to a melting point, throw it, run off. Rourke takes that as a signal and runs. Once this yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
Please don't get yourself caught. I will be very upset.
Do what?
Please don't get yourself caught. I will be very upset.
No, I was going to see if I can do with whatever water I did accumulate to make like a barrier, just enough to give us a little bit more time to run.
Roll with focus, rely on skills and training. You have it prepared. I'm gonna say
9.
it's enough to like make a water skin armor type deal.
If I do a fatigue, can I help?
Oh yeah, for the help action. I don't know how you would help in that situation though, because it's specific to the bending. But I mean, Cass, if you wanted to mark them fatigue, you can make it perfect and have a sort of like ice shield situation big enough for both of you.
I'll do it.
Okay. So yeah, you make an ice shield that's enough, not like a barrier, but enough to where like any attacks are gonna have to hit that first before the two of you. You book off into the woods, getting back to where Bison was. You don't hear any shouting. You don't hear anyone starting anything about getting up the soldiers or anything. You run off and find that Bison is tied up to a tree.
Can we untie him?
Yeah, it's very frantic untying, but yeah, you're able to untie Bison. And then what is your plan now that Bison's technically free?
We need to
Get up in the sky.
further away.
Yeah, get up in the sky.
Okay.
Can we find a way to get Bison
Whoever
to
is
fly?
gonna be flying Bison, roll with passion.
I'm gonna fly Bison.
Pushing
Wait,
your
hold
luck.
on, Cass. Do you have like what's your modifier for passion?
+1.
I have +2.
Flying Bison.
If you no. I mean, if you want to do it, you can. It's just I have +2.
Well, I got a 11, so
Never mind.
Oh yeah, you get on Bison. You remember everything Kinrin has ever done in terms of flying Bison. And you're like, I can mimic this. Boom, whoosh. Bison takes off, flying. Do you head back to where do you head?
I assume I don't know.
I feel
Just
like we have to.
go back to Sartera.
All right. You head back to Starterra, where next session we'll have to cut to whatever Zay and Cameron were up to as all this was going down. But you head back to Starterra. Yeah, we will find out what you see next time after we get through whatever Zay and Cameron are up to. So yeah, ending in panic.
I hate this.
Thank you again to my friends Oz, Morgan, Cass, and Megan, who's not here, but will be next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks again for that's this session done for Avatar: Legends: Legacy of Heroes, the Roku era. Oz, send them out.
Be sure to hit that like button and hit the bell for notifications. Leave a comment down below. I guess which of the general's children Rourke should date.
Don't date my siblings.
They're all
No,
three
I'm gonna date
alive.
you, baby.
Girl with 3 lives.
So you have 3 options.
And you only know 2 of their names. Mystery
Has
third.
that ever stopped Rourke before?
Please don't date any of my siblings.
Subscribe for more content like Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes Arc 2.
All right, bye.
Bye!
Have fun with the trauma. Bye.
Yay!
Woo. Welcome back to Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes. I am your DM, Josh. I'm joined once again by my friends Oh my god, no! I forgot to mention that it's
What
arc
have
2 the Roku era. Why does this keep happening to me? Happened last time too. All right.
We can't have
Anyway.
anything nice around here.
I know.
We're doing it again. Start over.
Also, did we determine who's doing the? I'm sorry. Did we determine who's?
I'm doing the recap.
I did it last time.
Cass is volunteering. Interesting. All right.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
Right.
Let me date them.
Stop dating people's
No
siblings.
fun.
What's wrong
You
with dating
don't-
people's siblings?
Stop
You don't
doing
want to
it.
date my sister. She's a bitch.
Maybe I like bitches. I was being nice.
Hey, don't worry.
Oh no! Is this what it's like to be a man?
So hey guys.
So, what? Your father, huh?
Also, I just realized that I bumped into my dad while I had mud on me.
You're covered in mud. You smell like dead meat.
It's perfect. That's
This
how I want to
is
meet my father.
how your father. This is how your father should remember you.